In this video, I discuss some ideas for placing harmonic elements of a track in an immersive mix. Okay, let's take a look at the harmonic elements in this track. You can kind of categorize these into a few different categories. Some are transient and percussive. They're like, they help with the groove. And so I chose to do a little more adventure speaker distribution with them, more adventurous than I did with the drum tracks. Some are melodical and lyrical, and I thought those would be good for some subtle movement. There's a couple of places where the synth arpeggiation is happening, and I utilized where I'm muting several of these aux sends, so I can bounce that synth around the room. And then there's the background vocals as well that can be a little enveloping. With this, or at least that was my intent with this, was try and create these, give them an enveloping quality. Remember, I was only given a stereo pair that had both the backgrounds and the lead vocals in them, so it was a bit of a challenge to try and split this up. But we'll see what you think. So basically, let's start here with actually right from the top with one of those sort of melodic ideas. This is actually the very first thing we hear, along with that a little whistle element, which we won't hear right now because I'm just dealing with the guitars or the harmonic elements. And I figured, since I wanted to show off movement, I figured why not do it the very first thing. So this is kind of what I came up with there. Oh, sorry, from the beginning. Okay, so there you can see it. I start out with one of the movers. It pans it around your head, and then I mute that and open up the up left surround. The right channel of that part is actually sent to the sorry, that's just up left channel. This is the up right surround. So to kind of fill it out a little bit was my idea. Then there are a lot of percussive kinds of ideas. Here's a part where a section where the guitar parts kind of question and answer each other, and so that gives us a little bit of an. So that gives an idea of what I was going for there. There's the synths happening, and so here's this element, and this is where I'm doing Actually, let me. Let's go with it. So it's very subtle, the effect, but that you can see what I was doing with all of these aux sends and trying to bounce that around the room. There's a couple other places that I do that. I do some movement in the strings here in this first string section. So in that section where we've got this side is moving around. Sorry, not that one. This one right here is moving around. with my mover number 11, and then the counterpoint comes in there, and I do it with mover 12. But you still see I utilize the opposite channel, so I'm only moving one side of that stereo pair, and keeping the other side anchored to one of the speakers. So in this case, the left surround. Um, so that's kind of how I took advantage of what these were doing. There's kind of a big, there's a chorused out basically where I kind of kept everything, but this gives you a chance to kind of hear everything at the same time. Brass, I also move around. And again, just use one side to move around, and the other side I anchor to one of the, in this case, the upright surround. So that gives us a little bit of mass to the sound, but also gives us some movement. So that's how I approached the harmonic elements of this track.